Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. This is our delayed opening bell show because of all the earnings and everything else we've been doing, reports and so on and so forth. So everything is just out of kilter at the moment. We're just trying to work our way back into a new normal for a while. We've got 30 days of reviews, and we're doing 4 a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. So there is a little bit of interruption of service. You're always kept up to date, though, on my socials. And, of course, we always have the next show scheduled out. And if the time changes, it always tells you what the time is. So you know if it changes for whatever reason, you are kept up to date and informed. But it's a lot going on at the moment, a lot of information coming out. And it's difficult to keep up with you. Yes, Vaz, this is live. We are now doing 2 reviews. Vaz, I'm glad you're here because if you could do the review for me for Archer, this will be your second one. Your first one's in the can waiting to come out as well. I've got the other EVTOL review waiting to come out, just waiting to find a gap in the schedule to put it out. And then I'm going to link my I forget the name of it now, but you know what it is. That's the one I've already done. iHag or Hag, something like that. Anyway, it can link to yours. It'll be a members only. It'll be your screen test, if you like, to see how the members respond to it. So if you want to do another one for Archer, you can do that, and I can link that to what I'm about to do to that as well. So there you go. All righty. Let me see who's here. Rooster just became a member, another new member. Hiya, Stacey. Great to have you here. Hiya, Banana Heads. Where did that come from in the end? I remember it sort of vaguely in a live show. Wadey, good afternoon. Arch will be much better than the E-Hang. That's it. Great. I'm sure it will. I've made 6,800 videos or whatever it is, and they're still getting better. There's always things to improve. You never get better, and the day you get better is the time it's all over, really. The day you stop getting better is the day it's all over. So that's perfectly good to be always improving. Nothing wrong with that. And leave, as they say in the gangs of New York, leave the blood on the knife. Leave it there. Leave all the old stuff there and just keep on going. Right. Okay. Let's let everyone know in extra. We are live. So we are live. We are live now on main. Let everybody know we are live again on main. Let me give everyone the link over there on the extra channel. Extra channel is growing tremendously fast now, which is great. I'm trying lots of new things to improve that. There we go. We are live again on main. See how many likes we got there. 29. Very nice indeed. Good. Okay. Good. Let's see what we're doing. So we've got some reviews to do, which is wonderful. I'm going to tell you something in a minute. I'll wait for everyone to come in. It's a little bit quiet in the show at the moment, but I do want to share something with everybody at the moment. Once everybody comes in, we'll just wait for a few minutes. Let's bring that back to here. This is the main show. Okay. Extra show. Let's put that there. Right. Let's get to it. And before we do our reviews, we're going to do 2 reviews as promised. I know they've taken a while, but I'm doing the best I can. We've got going out tonight. In fact, the best way of doing this is like this, really. We've got to put our poles out. So I'm going to do a bit of maintenance first. So this is Texas Instruments, first of all. I'll show you what I'm doing so you can take part in it, so you can see what's going on. Texas Instruments is live tonight after the bell goes. So I'm going to go over to my, I'll show you what I'm doing. This is TXN. So start by going on here. I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. So it's TXN, Texas Instruments Earnings Call, live now on YouTube. Join the investors. Okay, let's put the link there. Fantastic. And then we've got the hashtag, which is TXN. And we've also got Texas Instruments. My tag, of course, Martyn Lucas Investor. Copy that. This is on Blue Sky. We're on all platforms. People criticize me for being on different platforms going, I don't like that. Well, we're on all platforms. That is the purpose of what we do. We speak to everyone, not just one side of the aisle. I know Republicans prefer X because of Elon Musk, and we're on there as well. We're on both. As you know, I'm completely impartial. Texas Instru. They haven't got a presence. Look at that, you see. So Texas Instruments, you can't find them on Blue Sky, see? It's important, this, to be everywhere. People get very political and they miss everything. We're always completely neutral. Let me post that. It's crazy. In business, you need to be completely open-minded. Many people aren't. It's a bit silly, really.
Iberian Wolf donated £7.77 through a super chat. Hi Martin, could you cover the KO earnings on 11 February? Thank you.
The Coca-Cola earnings. Right. Okay, let's have a look. Let's put that down for you. Yeah, thank you for your $7. I appreciate that. Let me have a look. Coca-Cola earnings, is it available yet? Available 11th of February. 11th of February, I haven't got a confirmation time yet. But yes, so that's going down. Coca-Cola, Feb 11th. That's now on the list. That spot is booked. Thank you very much indeed. What a great choice. Yes, confirmed. Yes, confirmed. What a great choice as well. I love this. This is partly what I'm going to mention in a minute when I get around to doing this review. So let me post this out. Texas Instruments. Now then, just showing you what I'm doing. That's why I'm making it big screen so you can see what I'm doing. Texas Instruments. Let's see if we've got Texas Instruments. It's amazing the people that don't know. There's another one. Incredible. People are really bad. Look at that. No Texas Instrument. Don't have a presence on X. It's unreal, isn't it? Oh well. It is what it is. People get very political and they miss out on everything. I don't understand it. Keep an open mind. But there it is. It's what people do. They shut their minds off and they don't talk to anyone and they just do what they do. I never understood it. You know nothing if you do that. But there it is. Okay. Is this a buy, hold, or sell for you? We do things very differently on this show. We learn everything from everyone. Buy, hold, sell, undecided. There you go. And let's bring that up 7 days. Post. Okay, there's that one. On Facebook. I wonder if Texas Instruments are over there. We'll soon find out. Texas Instruments. Yes, they are. They decided to be on there. Bloody hell. About time, isn't it, really? Let me drop it into Instagram. Okay, I'm going to start we're going to do 2 reviews in a minute, and we're going to do and complete 2 reviews live on the show. That is a fact. Yes, Leah. Yes, you can speak. Yeah. Do I want? Sorry. No, I'm on the show. I'm live now. Yeah, I ain't got time. Thank you. Texas Instruments. There's that. Leah was offering to make me dinner, but I haven't got time right now. Let me come back to Facebook and share this on our group. I always think it keeps it real when you hear me talking to Leah on camera, rather than Leah not allowed to come in the studio and all be professional. It makes it real, right? It's what we do. This is a real situation, so we don't keep it professional, but at the same time, keep it real, right? No one's going to turn off, well, some people will, but no one's going to turn off your channel because you are putting information out. You're sharing it, real information. Crazy if you did. Anyway, let's do our poll. Texas Instruments. Here we go. Is this? Let me just zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Is this a buy, hold, or? Now, if you are tuning in, wondering why I'm doing admin on the show, it's because I'm live 15 hours a day now with all the earnings, and if I didn't do it with you, I wouldn't do it at all. So this is why I'm doing it, but it's all part of the show. It's all part of the family and what we're doing. So that's why I'm doing it live on the show. Image poll. And you also see how I do things, so you get an understanding of what the show's about. That's why I'm doing this. Yes. Oh, hang on a minute. Is this a buy, hold, or sell for you? So I should have put buy, hold. It's what makes this channel real. Sell, undecided, and then we add the little emojis as well. So for some reason I chose buy to be a little tick. I decided hold to be I'm in the money, sell to be ooh no, get rid of it, and undecided to be the yes and no flags there. All right. Okay, so there are all our posts. Now we've got one more to do. That was Texas Instruments. You can see, by the way, if you've not been watching today, another incredible day today. You can see 151,000, another all-time high again. Just keep making all-time highs all the time, and Coca-Cola is still asleep. So when Coca-Cola wakes up, XRP, look, went straight back down again. All it's doing is trading in and out of itself. Try to warn people about this, but there you go. Just keep making money every single day. Look at it. Look, we've made $300 today, 5,200 this week, 7,500. 6,000 in the month. Over the last 3 months, $10,000. Year to date, 7. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, the growth is ridiculous. 30%, 27 grand. I mean, it's amazing. Don't say you can't make money on the S&P. People who tell you that don't know what they're talking about. They talk bloody rubbish. Anyway, a lot of people do. Why do YouTube videos on the S&P? no one's going to watch. Well, they're right there. Less people interested in it, but don't say it's because it doesn't make money. It's because you don't make money because you can't sell it as a YouTuber. So that's why we do it, because it's the right information. Now then, let me bring the comments on the screen. Let's go, Cynthia Loomis. I have no idea what that means. How we doing, chaps? Please become verified. What is this? Yes, confirmed. Is that me? What is that comment there? Martyn Lucas, yes, confirmed. Oh, that was me commenting. I was thinking, what is that? Thank you, invested 634 shares now. Yes, congratulations. What is it you've bought? Sorry. Has anyone requested Pfizer for the 4th of February? Yes, Pfizer's already booked in. February the 4th. Yes, Wadey, that's already booked in. Tag TX Naughty Nurse. You might get better reach. Probably. When I saw that, I wondered if anyone would comment on it. Let's go Nvidia. Let's go Palantir. Well, I know you can't say that about Palantir. Palantir was 200 times earnings. That's why it's just been going sideways recently. In the last few days, well, in fact, over the month now, it's down 8%. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous. I love Alex Karp. He's a very charismatic guy, very clever. It's a great product, but it's insanely expensive. It's 200 times earnings, and everyone's going to get completely slammed there when, Alex Karp has already informed that he's been selling his own shares because it's so insanely expensive. He's thinking, well, if people keep buying it, I'll keep selling it, which he does. Loads of evidence there. You just got to read it yourself. It's clear as day. But anyway, people don't pay attention to that. They're not interested. This is crazy. The CEO himself saying don't buy the shares. Elon Musk did the same thing with Tesla. Our stock is too expensive on his earnings calls. Stop buying the shares. No one listened. That's why he's the richest man in the world. Is 200 XRP a good amount to make some money? Is 200 XRP? I mean, that's completely open-ended question. Call into the show, be a member, call in, and we'll discuss it on the show. 634 KO. Congratulations to you. Well done. What a great business. Let's go lower interest. Let's go lower interest rates. You're not going to get lower interest rates. You're going to get another pause, which is good. What we want. We don't want lower interest rates at all. That would re-spark inflation and fears that the Fed had over-tightened. And now they have to unwind quicker. We don't want that. We want control and discipline. That's exactly what we got. So it's all good. Keep making money consistently. We don't want the markets to get out of control. Right. We just did Texas Instruments. Let me do my other one. And then we can do our review. So Texas Instruments. So now we go over to the extra channel. And it's Intuitive Surgical. Our next one. And then we can do our review. We're going to do two. That's a promise. So here we go. Let me just delete that. Upcoming live stream. There we go. Intuitive Surgical. Right. So now we go back to where we were a minute ago. As I was showing you this. Thank you very much. Someone, Loud Work. Loud Work? Oh, nice. Thank you much indeed. Just followed me on Blue Sky. If you want to be in all, not just in Instagram, sorry, not just in X, but you also want to know what people are saying on the other side of the aisle, you can follow me on Blue Sky. I'll give you all the link right now. There you go. I don't advertise this yet. I've not got round to it. There it is. So you can see what's being said on the other side. It's important because then you know what both sides of the news is, not just one side. Anyway, let's do this one. So this is ISRG. live now on YouTube. Really beyond words that businesses decide to be political. I think it's the silliest thing you could do. Join the investors. Right. There you go. There's the link. And then we'll add ISRG. Intuitive surgical. Martyn Lucas Investor. Investor. Okay, there's that. So I've got that copied. Let's see if they do a presence on Blue Sky. Surge. Yes, they do. Very good for them. Or it appears they do. You never know, it might not be. I haven't got time to check every individual link. It's not possible. So let's do that. Okay. Let's go over now to X. There we go. X. I will add the image. I like to add the image rather than the link. I think it's better. Elon Musk doesn't agree, but this is better for you, not better for him. ASRG. Intuitive. Surgical. There you go. Oops, no, that's wrong. Right, no, it's not. ISRG. Have they given themselves a business there? No. Isn't it crazy? You think every professional company would have their presence, and they don't. It's like, really? Oh, there we go. Found them. They do. Good. But so many don't. It's incredible. You think, well, wouldn't everybody do it? But they don't. There it is. Right. By the way, this is how I get a lot of my CEOs. They notice what I'm doing and then contact me because they see the post. But I never message them. I told you that before. Right. Now I'll put the, is this a buy? Is this a buy, hold, or sell for you? Give the poll down there. Buy, hold, sell, undecided. I could do whether they'd be on an earnings, but I'm not going to do that. Too many repetitive posts. Okay. If you've not got my X, there's my X and there's my Instagram if you want to join me. Okay. Facebook. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Intuitive. Oops. Surgical. Yes, they do on there. Very good. All people do on Facebook. You can see how much bigger Facebook is. I don't like Facebook at all, but you can see why it's bigger. A lot more people are on it. I think it's just more mainstream, really. Share group. There you go. That's Facebook done. Nearly finished. Now we can start our review. I'm going to do 2 back to back. Intuitive. That's absolute promise today. No matter what happens, I'm doing those 2. Intuitive. Yes, they do as well. Good. Right, back to, there we go. Facebook. Let me do the poll on YouTube community. These are what rank on Google, by the way. Is this a buy, hold, or sell for you. Image poll. Buy, hold. I should get paid by these companies for marketing. I really should. I've got so much data. I can tell you so many things about how people feel about stocks you wouldn't believe. Buy, Ecam Live, emoji. Buy, hold, sell, or undecided. There you go. Post. That's that one done. We're nearly done now. I can shut all that down. Go back. There's our earnings for tonight. Sorry about the flare. Refresh the screen. There's threads as well. You can find me. I'll give you the link anyway. There's the link, but you can find my threads from Instagram. Whoops, daisy. Sorry, I added a little dot to it. There you go. That's better. I always get questioned why I like my own posts. It's just an OCD habit. I just believe in doing the best you can. It doesn't do anything, of course, me liking my own post, but I always do. Right, I've got an itch on my shoulder. Oh, bloody hell. Let's get rid of that bugger. Right, I got it. Okay. That's all of that done. Now we're up to date with all of that. So coming up today, we're going to do 2 reviews now. This might take place of the closing bell because effectively it will go into the closing bell. And then we've got after hours tonight. We've got, oh my gosh, it's 24 tomorrow, isn't it? Bloody hell. How quickly we're going through. So tonight after hours, come back to there. Right. Tonight after hours, let me put everything on the screen for you. Tonight after hours here on the main channel, we are doing Texas Instruments. That's after hours tonight. Interesting one, not far from me actually. Texas Instruments, that's after hours tonight on the main channel and on the extra channel. Go to the extra channel. There's the channel. Click extra. And you'll see we've got Intuitive Surgical, which is what I was just doing a second ago. So there we go. 2 businesses we are covering tonight. But now we're going to do 2 more reviews. And let me just read the comments before I do. What have we got? Let's go. Low interest rates. No, we don't want that. Will wind farm investments make money in the future? Yes. As with nuclear. Sold my TPL for 28% profit. It was getting expensive. Congratulations. A profit's a profit. I would have held it for life, personally, but I understand. You probably don't know, but if you should take a look at DIE, very interesting, certainly for its dividend, not at a cheap price. RW, I have to, obviously, I've got a huge list from members, got to focus on the members, so I'm sorry I won't be able to get to that. I've got a list now of reviews and stock and earnings reports from the members as long as my arm. So there's no non-member reviews at the moment, I'm afraid. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Just back from work. Lest in win. Lovely to have you here. Smokey, well, Trump just said that the United States is going to be the biggest in AI and crypto. I think he's right, but not because of Trump, actually. It's because of the businesses that are in America. He's got no control over Bitcoin at all. I mean, that's the very definition of it. So I don't see how he can do anything there. However, I agree what he's saying. It's just not because of him. Someone said to me yesterday, the markets are going up because of Trump. Well, not really. They've been going up for 2 years. and before there was even an election. We've had a bull market for 2 years. Now we've got euphoria, as we always do with a new president, and particularly in a Republican president, that always does, and then it can just flatten out. And we've already seen some trimming off because of euphoria. So the businesses are going up because the businesses are making money, and they were making money before, and they're still making money. Nothing's changed. In fact, there's more threat to them not making money with tariffs. So you've got to understand that. But people don't want to say that. If they are pro-Trump, they say pro-Trump stuff. If they're pro-formally Biden, they say pro-Biden, rather than just saying the actual facts. Don't know why people do that, but they do. Not on this show, they don't. Anyway, I want to show you something now. I'm not going to make a video on this, but I just want to. Have we got many people watching? So is it worth me saying this? Let me have a look. Have we got many people watching? No, it's very quiet because it's reviews again. If I called this XRP, I'd have 5,000 people. So I'll tell everybody that's here. I'm really, really chuffed today. I'm just about to start the reviews. I'm really, really pleased because I've put out several videos telling everybody about. I'm trying to help and encourage people to invest rather than gamble. And I've lost a lot of subscribers recently for saying, first of all, people don't want to hear about when you win. Don't care. They don't want to hear about when they can win, which is crazy. We do both. So they downlike or they unsubscribe when I tell you I'm being successful with what we're doing. It's like, I don't get that. You want to follow someone who's not? I mean, it doesn't make much sense to me. And also they want every single day the same thing, XRP, and it's absolutely driving me up the wall. Honestly, it's driving me up the wall because we are encouraging gambling, and that's not what this channel is. It's an investment channel. And when you say, tell them the facts about certain crypto they don't like, they unsubscribe. But, and there's a wonderful thing, I've consistently stayed on the path and showed people today again, we showed you earlier, Union Pacific, one of the greatest businesses in the world, and how it performed on earnings. And I was like, no one's going to watch, no one cares. Well, guess what? People are watching, and they came from the XRP video to watch. And all day, those that unsubscribe have been coming back in mass today. And I've had messages from people saying, I'm out of XRP, I'm sick of it, I'm now doing this, doing that. And I'm getting lots of people saying, I'm winning all the time, I'm investing in the S&P, I bought Union Pacific today, a great railroad. I mean, it's great because, you know, I would like to leave as my legacy, if nothing else, the fact that people consistently learn and make money and do well and don't just gamble. And it's great. I'm receiving more and more messages like that. You saw how I lost all those subscribers yesterday, XRP, when I gave them information. And it's all come back, and it's come back in mass. We went under 800, and look, straight back up again. And what's lovely is they came from the XRP video to watch the Union Pacific, which is great. It's a real business. And I'm really, really pleased that we're starting to, well, we're not starting to, we're always winning now, this argument about be an investor, get educated, understand the businesses. You know, we bring it to you because it's so easy for me to make 100 XRP videos a day and just make loads of money and grow the channel faster and faster and faster and faster. And I choose not to, and cover 4 earnings a day to bring you the best information about how to be an investor. And it's winning. It's just really hard fighting all the time, people. It's just crazy. I'm like fighting people to stop losing money. It's like, I don't know. But it's working, and it's really encouraging, but exhausting. And it's great, you know. Like I said on the video, on the live show this morning, if you do not care about people at all, and all you care about is making money, you create porn websites. It's the biggest thing on the internet. Easy to sell porn to anyone. Make loads of money. You don't care what you do. You just sell porn, right? Easy. That's the number one thing on the internet. on YouTube, on financial channels, by far, it's crypto. By far. Why? Because it's easy and you can sell it easy. People watch it more. It's the same thing. People just want self-gratification, self-reassurance of what they're doing is right. They don't want to hear the facts. They just want to say, how can I get rich and how can I get off looking at a pretty woman? This is the reality of the world. I could do that. I could just say tomorrow, this is an XRP channel, and make XRP video after XRP video, and everyone would make me $100, $200, thousands of views, 1 million subscribers in a bloody month, and all I've got is a room full of gamblers, and I haven't built anything, and I'm doing something that's not good. So anyway, I like XRP, but it's not the channel, it's not the show, it's not everything, and it's important to try to help people understand that. Anyway, there it is. Okay, let's get to our next review. Did I see Sensei come in the show? He's been on holiday. Is he back? To skip the queue and get a full fundamental and technical analysis, you can buy this limited mug. That's very true. He's absolutely right. You can skip the list if you want to get one of our mugs like this, and he's absolutely right. You can jump to the top of the list. To skip the queue, there he is. Welcome back from holidays. Hi, Vaz. First video posted yet. He sent me the first one. He's now making me a second one, and they are in the queue to be published. They are done, they're just not published, and I'm now going to do Archer to go along with it. Martyn is holding it as he needs to do some editing and doesn't have the time to do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm now in the studio. You know, Sensei, I said 8 hours a day. It's now 15 hours. I had to have a conversation with Leah at the weekend, last weekend, saying, Leah, it's 30 days now of earnings back to back. I'm going to be in the studio for 15-hour days. I'm going to be doing 4 earnings a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, all the news, everything, and I'm going to be really busy. I need your help. And she's supporting me. She's bringing me tea, coffee, food, and it's 30 days of craziness, and we are day 3. We're going to get through it, folks. You missed a great party on Friday. Yeah, you did. Good afternoon, James. Sensei, glad you could grace us with your presence. I like that. Sensei does get a lot of ribbing when he goes on holiday. There's no doubt about that. I feel different. Only non-moderator. I feel different. What do you mean, listing win? What do you mean you feel different? A better behave, listing win. Martyn, just stay the course, and the people who don't like you and unsubscribe, well, that just does us favour and weeds out the idiots. Absolutely. But you know what? Like I said before on the show, always help the people at the back of the room who are lost. They'll be stronger and they'll come back, and then you've achieved something. And they do. They do. The ones that, there was a guy this morning who said about you only do XRP, and then I showed him I've done 78 videos out of 6,800, and you saw what happened. The other videos are blown up, so it's great. I'll make sure of us having a chippy at the moment. Lovely XRP extra channel. We'll have a third channel, 24 hours a day XRP. Debating what whiskey to open. Always a difficult one, that. Well, if that's easy money, maybe I need to reconsider my life choices. Totally kidding. All the husband will be like, let's go. Yeah, no. If you can make money in 5 minutes, you just lose it again. There's no value there. And you always have to time. You got to remember, it's only easy money if you can exit with a profit, and most people aren't. Most people just keep losing money. I showed you the other day, I provided you evidence that the Trump family at the dinner were dumping Melania and Trump coin on everybody. I showed you it. I told you how I got the information. Unbelievable. People dumped XRP and Bitcoin, got over leveraged, then it went down even more because people got leveraged out. Melania and Trump coin went up, then Melania and Trump coin dumped because it had no value. Everyone then started chasing XRP again with the losses, and the only winners was the Trump family. Even Barron was at the table setting up a coin of his own. It was unbelievable, and they stopped it from happening. It was like, this is getting too obvious. We're like obviously stuffing everyone. We showed you the information, how I got the information and everything. Really, really bad. But there it is. On the first day of earnings, Leah bought me a tea. on the first day of earnings. Leah bought me a tea. That's right. Sensei, glad to have you back. Hope you had a great day. Wow, thanks. Amazing. Long days. Now you have a big lot. Oh, listen, Sensei. Has Leah bought me a coffee yet? These mugs are amazing. I've been showing them every day. Leah hasn't brought me a tea or coffee yet. So I've got my big mug in the morning. I've got my latte mug. I've got my XRP mug. Absolutely. They're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. We've been showing them every day. I think you text me to say, yeah, you sold a couple. It's because people see them with me every day. And what I'm building a little stand here. You'll see the mugs around me. So I was thinking about hanging them from the ceiling, and then I could pull one down, like on a spring. So I was thinking I would have different mugs on different springs, and I could pull one down and detach it. I still quite like that idea, actually. I still might do that. They can just hang here in the air, and I can go, boom, I'll have this one today. And I've got all sorts of things that I'm working on. It just is getting it all done. Thanks, Alex. I'm hungry. I'm talking about the big word, Martin. The big word. I'm talking about the big. Oh! Really? You want to make some big P, do you? You want to make some big P? We'll just leave it like that. What, with your husband to make money? Oh, dear. Okay. We'll leave it there then. Martyn, investor, what is your opinion on grass crypto? I haven't got a clue. Never heard of it. Sensei's the one. He's back. That is a very cool idea. Of course it's a cool idea. I've got all sorts of ideas. You've got no idea. I've been producing theatre shows all over the world. I've got lots of creative ideas. I could go on all day. Anyway, we're here to do a review. Sensei, do you want to call in? It'd be great to have you on the show. Sensei, do you want to call in? But be nice to just have you back on the screen so everyone can see you here. But I'm going to get on now with these reviews. So number one. Right, next review. Look how we're growing, folks. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Awesome. I'm so loving it. Right, let's do it. So that's tonight. That's tomorrow. So let's get to work. 4 earnings a day. And someone said to me, why don't you set up a third channel and do 6 earnings a day? And I thought, well, I can do 4 easy now. Maybe I should do 6 a day. Seriously. I'm building a network because the point is, if I get a third channel and I build a third one, when I get more and more creators, they can be on the other streams at the same time. So we're ultimately having BBC 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all running at once. Because eventually you won't be able to be on the main channel 24 hours a day because there'll be me and several others already on it. So it's not actually a bad idea. I am looking at getting a third channel, which means a 4th channel with the music channel, and having 6 earnings a day. You like that? Who thinks that's a good idea? Easy. Piece of cake. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Oh, I also realised that when you thought I was painting the big wall with a small brush, I wasn't painting, I was spackling the holes in the wall. Now it makes sense. What is Martyn Lucas Kids? What's Martyn Lucas Kids? What is that? My kids would love it. Your kids would love what? When we when will the stand be ready for the mugs? I thought you would hang them from the ceiling. Thought you would hang them from the ceiling. When will the stand be ready for the mugs? Thought you would hang them from the ceiling. We already have Martyn Lucas Adult Channel. Oh dear. Right, focus, guys. I'm getting all sidetracked. I've got to stop ignore you, because if I don't pay attention, we'll end up getting not getting the reviews done again. So here we go. Verizon, ticker symbol VZ. VZ, Z in the UK, VZ in the US. VZ, that sounds weird, doesn't it? VZ. Verizon, earnings. We are covering the earnings, 4 earnings a day now, and all the way through earnings season. We've got January the 24th in the morning, early before the show normally goes live. Join me for Verizon. Why are we covering these earnings? Because they tell you about the economy. They allow you to learn about great businesses. These are choices, by the way, from our members. If you are a member, a $5 minimum super chat, you can book an earnings in like this, plus the promotional video. More people learn about it. More people hear about the business. We learn more, and we can make a much more informed decision about investing. So Verizon, it is January the 24th, early doors before the main show. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description, also pinned to the comments. Over here, I'll put the Verizon playlist, and down here, I shall put the event itself. On the extra channel, we'll be covering NextEra Energy, solar. We love that one. But here on the main channel, we'll be doing Verizon. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. NextEra Energy, ticker symbol NEE, one of our favourites. How's this going to do under Trump? Does he like solar? He's very much into nuclear right now and oil, but what will happen with NextEra Energy? I'll tell you what happens. Nothing. It'll do great. How do I know that? It doesn't matter what president comes in, whether they're like solar, wind, you name it. Business is business. Businesses, companies make money because making money makes sense. And those that support it or against it will always support it. Why? Because it makes them money too. So it doesn't matter whether you have a pro-solar administration or against more oil, doesn't make a difference. Whatever gets in the way, it'll be pushed over by business. This is why I like investing in businesses. If it makes money, it's a solution, it fixes things, it gets done. It's always been the same. All the way through history. So tomorrow morning, January the 24th, pre-market, on the extra channel, we'll be covering NextEra Energy. On the main channel, we'll be covering that's tonight. We'll be covering Verizon on the main channel. So there you go. Join us for NextEra Energy earnings. I thought my coffee had arrived then. It hadn't. I heard Leah in the kitchen. Okay, click above my head for all the links down below in the description, and pinned to the comments will be the event. Over here, the NextEra Energy playlist. We've got a whole playlist on this stock. We've reviewed it and covered it many times, done many earnings as well, as we do all the earnings for the stocks that you want to see. And down here, the event itself, NextEra Energy. Join us on the extra channel for that one, or on the main channel for Verizon. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. There you go. How about that? How about it? Now we can do our reviews. I'm finally through all the admin. I say it's admin. Isn't it part of it? I don't know. You decide. Okay, another great day, another breaking records again. Look at that. Just wait till Coca-Cola wakes up, and J&J for that matter. Right, okay. So far, this 1 year, 30%, and that's a rolling thing. That keeps 30%. It's actually more. Does that make sense? Because it's rolling all the time. 27 grand in a year. Don't tell me you can't make money on the S&P. You bloody well can. Right then, let's get into it. Finally, That's for the morning. That's for that. That's the reviews. So the next review slot is Monday. Everything is booked tonight, tomorrow. The next spot is Monday. SoFi is already booked. SoFi is already booked. We got 3 spots left, 1 for the morning and 2 for after hours. On Monday morning, it's first come, first serve. Whoever is a member who does a $5 super chat. So Monday, we're doing SoFi already. Got AT&T, Ray, DX, BMRC, Hope, BOH, Bank of Hawaii, OXLC, and MNSB. That is before the open in the morning on Monday. We've already got SoFi booked. In the after hours, you've got Nucor, Bro, R, ELS, GGG, WRB, WAL, AGNC, CR, WSFS, HBCP, Service, SBCF, Transcat, Potlatch, SANM, NBT Bank, EFSC, MRTN, PF. Oh, my something has arrived. Sensei, we're like, what have I got today, Leah? A latte in a latte mug. Makes sense, really, doesn't it? Latte in a latte mug. Sensei, you still here? Is he on holiday again? Let's have a look. Sensei, look at this bad boy. Look at that. Look at that beauty. That's my latte mug. Signed, of course. Under the video, you'll find a link to that. This is my latte. Shall I show you? Don't tip it in the computer. There's my latte. Cheers, everybody. Love these. Massive. I should have had one, really. Not signed, really. But anyway, there it is. Sign my own mug. Anyway, at least you can see what it is. There you go. So there is Monday. If you want to make a request, first come, first serve. Oh, we're about to break another all-time high again. In fact, we've done it. Let's have a quick look. 51.5, another all-time high. Another all-time high. I'm loving it. All right. Now you can understand why I said to you, I've stopped buying shares, because you've only got so much life, and you can't live forever. So you have to at some point go, I've bought enough. Now I'm done. All I do is hold. I mean, that's it. You can't keep buying forever. And of course, when all my margins paid off and I've got money sitting around, buy more. But there's the chances are that's it. I've done it. I'm 55 years of age. I don't want to be in margin until I'm 75. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's important to understand. That's why I put that video out yesterday, and so many people didn't get it at first. They went, "What do you mean? We're all dying eventually. You can't just go on forever. You've got to have a plan and a strategy." Anyway, here we go. Next reviews. That's it. E-Hang will be out later. Let me put that at the top. Cut. Let me put that up there. And take these 2 to the top. I'm going to do 2 here. Take both of these off the list. They are in. They're happening. So Vaz, if you could do... is Sensei here as well? If Sensei is here as well, Sensei could do a technical for these, and we could have 3 videos. My version, the technical, and the Vaz version. That would be good. That would be good. That would be good. Whoops, Archer. Vistry. Time. 53. $53 minutes. Archer. Right. Here we go, folks. If you've just tuned in, tap the like button. Yes, Vaz is on it. Can you believe how much money I'm making, right, just by owning the S&P. I cannot emphasize this enough. If everybody went, you know what? I mean, imagine. And then we can be accused of pumping the S&P again. That would be great. If I had 1 million followers, which we will have within 3 years, imagine if everyone said, let's all buy the S&P. It would be ace. Eventually you could pump it. Eventually you could. If you had millions and millions and millions of followers, eventually you could. Anyway. So I always say you can't, but technically you can. If you keep doing it, you can. Of course you can. Anything's possible. Right, so here we go. Going through all my tabs. So we want Archer. I know that won't be in a dividend, so I don't need that. ACHR, Archer Aviation. Whoever it was who gave me these the other day was getting the ticker symbol back to front, but I knew what they meant. There we go. Archer Aviation. There's that. ACHR, Archer Aviation. Yep. ACHR, Archer Aviation. No, I want the forward PE. We can't calculate that yet. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. That was back in December though. So that's okay. Right, we got that. Yep. Now this is a couple of weeks ago, but still very relevant. And we'll look at it in a moment. ETF. Archer Aviation. Archer. We did this before, and you may remember there was, what was his name? There was a famous singer, pop star, who was the face of Archer for a while. He's got to deal with him. I can see him in my mind. He's a black guy. He's a rapper. I can't remember. I can't remember what he did, but anyway. Got my news ready. So this is the very first time I'm going to make a video with VAS being mentioned. So this will be interesting, VAS. Right. And we've got production. We're going to use this production here, transport. There you go. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Oh my God. I can't, it gets a bit crazy after a while. You think, oh my gosh, really? Let me just have a look at this now. 2 months to go. 2 months to go to a very special moment on the show. About 2 months to go, I think. Not even that, maybe. Could be 2 days, but 2 months definitely. Usher, that was the guy. Thank you. I knew you'd know. If you didn't know, what's the point? What's the point of you? You are the EVTOL expert. So that's like saying to Sensei, tell me about XRP, and he goes, I don't know. I mean, what's the point of you? Do you know what I mean? Right, anyway. Is Sensei here? Don't know where he is. No, he's not. I thought he was. He's not. Right. Let's do this. $59. Okay, I think we are good. Time for another stock review. This time we're talking Archer Aviation. And it's going to be very special because it has, for the very first time, a 3-part. However, not everyone will see the 3 parts. Why? Because the 3rd part will be exclusively for members only. And it will be a test screen. It'll be a screen test for our Vaz, who's going to do, for the very first time, a reactionary video and analysis video in his own creative, special way. And Sensei will be part 2 with the technicals. And I am, of course, doing the main video just because I'm the most important person, right? It's my channel, isn't it? Can I say that? Probably not. Well, anyway, I'm going to do part 1. Sensei will do part 2, technicals, and Vaz will do part 3. So by the end of part 3, you should know everything you want to know about Archer Aviation, and you can make an informed decision whether it's right for you. Remember, I only own the S&P. This is my portfolio. Do I know how to make money or what? I started with $5,000. I've now got 151, nearly 152, and I've got actually $265,000 invested from $5,000. I've never shorted a stock. I don't do options, and I started by losing 30 grand at the beginning. You have to lose to learn how to do this. I don't do options. I don't short stocks. I don't own crypto. I only own the S&P, and I simply buy the macro dips. That's it. I study balance sheets. I interview CEOs. I bring you the real information. We're not here to sell videos, pump anything at all. And there's many things I could do to make money on these videos, but I do things that I think is right for my audience, not necessarily what they want to see. We're not here to pump and dump anything. I only own the S&P. So let's get right into it. Archer Aviation part 1 with me, and then Sensei will do the technicals for you and the charts, and then we'll have Vaz, who will be doing his very first video reaction on the stock. But his video will be members only because it will be a screen test, and we want to see what you think about Vaz's content. Is it good? Is it rubbish? Should we bin him off? Should we release it to the world? What do you think? Well, let us know when you see Vaz's reaction to this. So, what is Archer Aviation? Let's start at the beginning. Smash the like button and consider liking and supporting our channel. It really helps by tapping that like button, and I would really appreciate it. Shall we get straight into it then? We're talking EVTOLs, but I probably should do this though, shouldn't I first? Do I know where that is? Yes, here it is. You know, I said to you, would you tap the like button? The reason is it makes the little fellas happy. If you tap the like button, the little fellas love it. But shall we get into it? We probably should. Let's go into the air now with our EVTOLs. Is this an EVTOL? Well, kind of. This is the old school EVTOL. These are the planes that we used to know, but now we have planes with a whole different purpose. Yes, EVTOLs, flying taxis. You may have heard about it. Everyone's talking about it. But can you make money with EVTOLs? Well, a lot of excitement around the stock, the industry. Let's get into it. So, Archer Aviation. Let's start from the beginning. You can see already that this is a very, very risky, volatile stock. However, It's not as risky as some would tell you. We've had lots of people spamming our channel and coming in and trolling, saying these things can get into the air. Well, thanks for letting us know. We've seen them. We've seen videos, but they can't carry people. The batteries aren't strong enough. The motors aren't strong enough, and we love debunking it. We call it whack-a-troll when they come onto our show and talk nonsense. We get all kinds of stuff like that. However, they can fly. They can carry people. However, it is a new industry, and it is risky. It is volatile, and you have to find the right one. Which one? Well, you could get a basket of funds. You could buy an ETF, an exchange traded fund, and there are exchange traded funds with a bunch of EVTOLs in there. And then, by the way, that's electrical takeoff vehicle, takeoff and landing. That's what EVTOL stands for, by the way. And then you could do that, because we don't know which one's going to lead. There are quite a few of these companies. Which one's going to come on top? Well, you want to know about Archer. Let's talk about Archer right now. Archer Aviation engages in the development of electric vertical takeoff and landing, EVTOL. Not to be confused, of course, with a helicopter. Because people keep saying, well, isn't it just a helicopter? Kind of, in a way, except some of them are fully autonomous, where you just get in by yourself, no pilot, and it can take you somewhere. But they are all EVs. They're all electric anyway. So there's the big difference. But some of them are self-driven, or they'll drive themselves. You get in and just say, hey, take me to New York City, and it'll take off and it'll do its own thing. So it's like a flying Tesla. Think of it that way. Anyway, the company was founded by Brett Adcock and Adam Goldstein on August the 16th, 2018. Very new industry. Headquartered in San Jose, California. Of course it is. There is the CEO. Now, if you'd like to hear from the CEO, we have our own CEO series. We have the CEOs come onto our show, and I interview them, unedited, unscripted, and people love that. How do they come on the show? Well, they always contact me. I never go to anyone and say, come on my show, I'm great. No, that sounds a bad way of doing things, and that's why we don't. But if you would like to get Adam Goldstein on the show, and you don't want to hang around and wait for him to find this video and contact me, you can message him via Investor Relations. Investor Relations is found by going to archeraviation.com. Just Google it, find the Investor Relations, and what you got to do is say, I'm an investor, and I would like you to appear on Martyn Lucas Investor, where he interviews CEOs, and we'd love to learn more about your business. Build a conversation with them, and eventually they'll reach out and contact me. That's how it works. 691 employees, the volume is 13 million, average volume 36, that's today. So it's a low volume stock. Now, what does a low volume stock mean? It means if you want to sell a share of this and no one else is buying, it means you might have to drop the price. It means you can't sell right now. When there's low volume, it's very difficult to get the price that you want. Low volume is always a potential risk for a stock, but also it can go the other way. There are some great blue chip companies that are also low volume because no one's trading. They're just holding. So low volume doesn't always mean rubbish and you can't get in and out of a stock. Some very good companies are also low volume because people just buy and hold. There's very little trading going on. But this is a trading stock. Just bear that in mind. All right. Market cap, 4 billion. Not a huge company then, right? The PE ratio, that's the price to earnings, is negative. It loses money. It doesn't make any money. Is that bad then? Should you not buy it? Well, a lot of people would say so. A lot of people say, I only invest in companies that make money. This one doesn't. It's not going to for a while. It's got money. It's had to borrow or find capital from its investors, and it's developing, researching, and so on and so forth. These companies don't make money straight away. They're not going to, just like when I started my YouTube channel. I was out of pocket by a lot of money. I built the studio, and no one's watching me, and I'm not earning any money. However, I kept on going, and now I live on my income. 78% of Morningstar analysts say it's a buy. However, I take no notice of that. I do my own research. They're paid to say that. You can take that as you will. Robinhood investors. Let's have a look at Robinhood investors. Are you bothered? Well, with a stock like this, which is a trading stock, I am interested what Robinhood investors are doing. It gives me an idea of the sentiment, but I can already see that from the chart. People are in and out. They don't really have that much faith in it. If they did, they wouldn't sell it. They're trading it. Right now, in the early days, it's a trading opportunity. For those who understand it, they buy the dips and just hold it. However, we can see the stock is up and down like a yo-yo. So anyone who says it's great isn't actually putting their money where their mouth is, because clearly it's going up and down like a flipping yo-yo. Anyway, hedge funds. Now, I am interested in what hedge funds are doing, and you can see they've been a lot more buying than selling. Back there in Q3 of 23, that was very interesting. A nice buy in there, and they've been adding their positions, doing a bit of trimming. But I would suggest, looking at the numbers, I can see that below 5 million on the sales, they are more administrative selling, tax selling, not really sentiment selling. More to do with just institutions will always trim along the way rather than just to hold. That's just the nature of the game. So no big deal there. Insiders. Now, insiders have been buying recently en masse. That is a very, very good sign. It's been increasing. And we have now on the most recent information a good buy. So you can see there. We could go into more detail, but if I go into more detail about who bought it in the company, we'll be here for 3 hours. And with Sensei's and Vaz's reports coming up, they might want to touch on that. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. Anyway, there you go. We're not going to go into any more. What we want to look at now is the earnings. Now, this is important. Remember that earnings is an estimate from Wall Street. This is not what they say they're going to do. This is what this is what Wall Street anticipate them doing based upon their numbers. And as you can see, they started out in Q4 and Q1 by missing on earnings and getting worse. However, since Q2 of 24, we are beating, and we're expecting on February the 24th. And if anyone does a $5 minimum super chat or a super thanks to the video, you can actually reply to this video in a comment and do a minimum $5. I will cover the earnings for you, and you'll get the earnings done as long as along with a promo video as well. And we'll probably rank number one for this, as we rank number one for most of our stocks. We do. I'm just saying. It's true. I worked hard for that title, so I deserve it. Yes, I did. I've made 6,800 videos, and we rank number one for most of the stocks that we cover. Anyway, so there is the expectation moving up nicely, and it could be the first earnings where they actually make money, which would be really great considering how new this is and all the research and development that's going on. So very nice direction for the earnings. We like that a lot. There is the earnings expected on February 24th. Again, I will cover it if we get asked to do it. Now, who else is buying the stock? Who else is buying this stock? This gives me an indication. We already know it's a volatile trading stock, and you can see Joby Aviation, another in the industry. Soundhound, a product more than a business. Yes, it's sexy, it's rock and roll. These are the things that Robinhood investors like. Rocket Lab USA. Great business. This one is a business, however, but it's overbought. D-Way, I don't know much about it. Rigetti, I haven't done much research into it. Intuitive Machines, we were there live when it landed on the moon. We covered it live. We cover nearly all these things live. Big Bear, I don't know enough about that one. Quantum computing, we do like quantum, but IonQ and this whole sector is overbought. It's run by the scientists rather than accountants, and people criticize me for saying that. But it is true. It simply is the truth. They are the scientists who've then done the paperwork for the business. It is overbought all the time, and it keeps selling off. KULR Technology, I've not done that for a while. Palantir, Alex Karp, great. I've reported on all the earnings, the best presented earnings, a great technology, but it's all done to get you excited, and it works, and it's 199 or 200 times earnings. Just waiting to be dumped. Oh, surprise, surprise. Alex Karp keeps selling himself. Keep telling people about that, but they don't seem to care. Vertical Aerospace, obviously the same sector. Service, I don't know anything about that one. Applied Digital, I've done that one, but I can't remember. Supermicro Computer, extremely volatile. A lot of people get excited about this business. It's not really a business at the moment because it's not applying by SEC regulations. It's the second time it's missed on filing. Is this forgivable? You decide. AST Space Mobile, interesting. SoFi, great product. Terrible CEO, makes up stories to pump the stock. I don't like that. Explains why it's in this sector. All of this tells you how the stock will trade, and you need to know that. Otherwise, you're just guessing and you're in a dark room by yourself, and we don't want you to be in a dark room. We want you to be consistently making money like I do. Look at that. This is my portfolio. I keep making money, and I want all of you to make money too. It's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. Most people find that difficult. In fact, 95% of day traders lose money. I'm a long-term investor. I own the businesses. They work for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm the boss. I'm the owner. And that's how you should think being an investor. Right, let's move on. Okay, tap the like button if you like this so far, and consider subscribing as well. I would appreciate that. Okay, let's look at the next part, shall we? So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the numbers. We're going to do a back test because you should always compare to the S&P 500 because at the end of the day, you could buy something else. We're not joining a fan club. We're not trying to get a T-shirt. If you want a T-shirt, go to a T-shirt shop and buy a T-shirt. All right, what we're doing here is investing. Now then, if we put $10,000 in the market in 2021, because that's as far back as we can go, you can see the blue line is the S&P 500. You've now got yourself 16 grand. You've nearly doubled your money, not quite, but 10 grand to 16 in that period of time. And that is included reinvesting dividends. However, if you'd put your money in Archer, you're down to 9,692. You're down a little bit, but not only are you down, you're way off the S&P. Now, you might say, well, of course that's the case. It's a new business. It's not making any money. Yes, of course, it makes sense. But if this goes on too long and you wait 20 years to catch up and make some money, you could have made the same money, if not more, by doing nothing and having no risk. You've always got to compare the alternatives. You know, sometimes it's good to be boring because boring is why it's a benchmark, and it's a benchmark that's very rarely beaten. So it doesn't exist just to sound boring and just to ruin the party. It's there to educate, support you, and hopefully help you make some money. So we like to look at that. Very, very important, right? As you can see from the chart, Sensei will go into this in more detail on his technical review of the stock. You can see all the candles and the supports and the resistance levels. Sensei will go into all of that. It is a trading position at the moment. What about the analysis? Well, the Seeking Alpha analyst, which I am one, but refuse to do it. What does that mean? Seeking Alpha will pay me. They've offered to pay me to do reviews like this. I refuse. They'll pay me $500 a time to do it. Why don't I do it? Because I'm a paid analyst. I like to do it for free because then it's real. Otherwise, people don't believe what a word you say. So why would you? So we'll ignore that because most of these analysts are creators. They've got their own agendas, things to promote and sell. Rubbish. We don't want to hear that. Sorry, guys, but it's just the truth. They hate me saying that, but I don't care. Wall Street say it's a buy. Wall Street are not investors, they're traders. They like the momentum of it. They say it's a buy. Quant is saying hold. I like that. Quant is outperforming the S&P 500, getting it right more than it's not. Hold says the AI computer. Just looking at it unemotionally, how it performs, take it or leave it. We ain't bothered. We're a computer. We're telling you how it is. Good to know, right? Okay, valuation. It's gone down from B to B plus, back down to B. It's kind of hovering around the same place. A has dropped down to B on growth, profitability. F hasn't improved yet. However, you want to be in if you were going to enter before it goes up, potentially. I prefer buying a business that is profitable and can grow rather than one that isn't and risking and hoping it becomes profitable. I like to buy good value quality value rather than speculative gamble. That's not what I do. That's why I own the S&P, right? Momentum, A+. This is good. Now, momentum is the way a stock trades. And we'll talk about momentum in a moment with the news. That can sometimes get you carried away. Momentum can get ahead of itself because if you look, profitability hasn't moved, growth hasn't moved, and valuations actually dropped slightly. But momentum, this is partly with Trump. He was talking about this recently. Everyone's getting excited. Well, excited is great. However, excited doesn't make any money. It just gets everyone to buy a stock and then dump it, just like the Trump and Melania coin. Everyone basically lost all their money. Well, we showed you live from the dinner. Trump and Melania were dumping their coin. Even Barron wanted to set up his own coin, and it was stopped at the last minute because it was like, this is looking too obvious. Anyway, I brought that to you. What about this? Short, now this is interesting. Short interest, 15.52. There'll be plenty of people who will say to you, it's going to short squeeze, because they love the word short squeeze. They remember Roaring Kitty with his bandages, rocking in a chair like a madman, talking about short squeezes. No, nowhere near the volume, nowhere near enough short interest. You need at least 20%, but remember, when GameStop shorted, it was 100%. So you really need some momentum, you really need, and we're not there, you need volume, you need more short interest. This is nowhere near. So this is just bringing the price down. It's not about to explode like a champagne bottle at the top and give us a short squeeze. PE, we can't talk about forward PE because there's no earnings. It doesn't make any money at the moment. So that's the factor grades, giving us some information there. Now then, this is important. EVTOL stocks are on watch. Yeah, people are paying attention to them now. Does that mean we should be buying them? Not necessarily. JP Morgan warns hype may be flying too high. Pardon the pun. A lot of people are excited, getting carried away. We need to remember this is a business. We're not joining fan clubs just because we like the technology. Vaz will talk about the technology. He loves it. But me as an investor, I'm looking to make money, not just get excited about owning one. If I wanted to have a ride on one, I'll take a ride on one. However, buying the business is a completely different thing. JP Morgan turned cautious on the EVTOL sector as it attempted to balance the near-term relative share price performance with the firm's expectations that shares may potentially retreat from Trump 2.0 impacts and volatility are further digested. Now, I mentioned that to you earlier, and I want to stress, I've been doing this now for 4 years, so I've gained a little bit of experience in this. I haven't read this until now. I haven't got time. I make these videos live, unedited, as they are. When you see all these things happen, this is all being made live, and I've already known about the Trump issue because I've already read those reports, and there it was, backed up there. So just so you know that I've got some experience of this. Analyst Bill Peterson warned that the EVTOL hype may be outpacing reality. While the stocks are marginally more de-risked than 23 period, we think they are trading as though type certification has already been successfully completed. Now, this is a very important point. Real investors, and I mean real investors, you Warren Buffetts, in myself actually, and I'm just a small retail investor. However, I prefer to pay, where are we now on this stock? We're $9.62. Remember, it might not be worth anything near that. It might be worth 50 cents. I don't know. We'll come on to that in a minute. Momentum, people buying it, overbuying it is not the value of the business. That's just what idiots are prepared to pump it up to. I hope I'm not an idiot. I'm an investor. So it might only be worth 50 cents, and we'll establish that in a minute. But it's $9.62 so far. That's what people are saying it's worth. That doesn't mean it is worth that. I'll determine that for myself. However, it might one day be $20, let's say, for example. But at $20, we've now got certification. We've got customers lining up to buy it. We've got customers waiting to fly on it. We've got projected guidance and we've got all kinds of things, which then tells me I can invest in this. Now, you might go, well, wouldn't you rather buy it for $9? No, because right now it might only be worth 50 cents. I would rather buy it for $20 knowing it's going to $100 than $9 and it might not even survive. That's the difference between a gambler, speculator, and an investor. Now it's clear and obvious you can make more money by being a speculator and a gambler, because if you buy it now and it explodes and it does all the good stuff, you make more money. However, I would rather know I'm going to consistently make money, because what real money does, and I speak to millionaires and a billionaire friend, and they all tell me the same thing. They all do exactly the same thing. They never lose. They don't waste money. And if you consistently make profits and don't lose, you'll always outperform those who win one day and lose the next. Very important to be an investor, not a gambler. Remember, gamblers always lose, the house always wins. Think about that for a moment. It's really, really important. Have some respect for the money. Most people don't. They just go, no, this is going to be great and I'm going to buy it. Well, you crack on with that, but that's not what I do. Archer Aviation was cut to neutral from overweight by JP Morgan. Although the long-term outlook was still relatively positive, the company was called an emerging transportation company, developing an electric propulsion vertical takeoff and landing aircraft intended for direct sales to commercial customers such as United Airlines, as well as part of the network Archer and its partners operate. Archer was noted to be taking a pragmatic approach to aircraft design and commercialization, focusing on using proven components and partnering with key manufacturing partners. Now, there's a lot of key words in that you might not think about. Partners. Now, this is where an investor will start thinking this out, right? Let's say Archer Aviation starts to grow. It gets certification. It's flying. It proves the technology. Is that the real investment? Probably not. You might say, well, why not? If it gets certification, it's making money. I bought it. I make money. However, the real money might come, just like we talk about XRP, a native coin becomes a Ripple network for the banks. Imagine. You've got the technology proven now, certified, working, tried, tested. And then you get companies like Boeing, for example, or any of the big airlines say, we're going to implement this technology in our future aviation with our planes. We're going to have electric planes. We're going to use this technology. Why? Because it makes them more efficient. They can make more profit. They can lower prices. They can be more competitive. They can save on fuel, airline fuel. It's the biggest cost of moving a plane around is the airlines. Then you could be charging the plane from the wings, perhaps with solar as it flies, in the air. It's being charged up with the sun, because the sun is always going to be above the clouds and you're always going to be charging up. Of course, you'd need batteries, which they do have, to restore, store the energy. And when you go through the clouds, you still get energy, right? Think about that. So that could be where the real money is in the future, just the same way as it is today. When we had the Apollo missions, they were losing money, and now we have rockets in SpaceX making money. You could just go, the technology gets proven, and that's where the real money is. So it's worth just thinking this through a little bit, and rather than just jumping. Meanwhile, Joby Aviation was cut to underweight from neutral, despite being a first mover in the emerging electric vehicle. Now, you see what I mean there? They were first, and yet they're losing. It's not who's first, it's who has the best business model, not the best product. Look what happened to VHS. VHS was way less performance than Betamax. Betamax video was way better in performance over VHS, but Betamax died. Betamax was too expensive. It was inefficient. It was too expensive to produce. Everybody went VHS. Everybody went for a rubbish system when Betamax was better. How do I know? Because I have a HND in electronics, and I was fixing TVs and radios and building these things many, many years ago. And I can tell you firsthand, the quality and the technology in a Betamax video recorder is far superior than a VHS. It was rubbish, but people bought it because it was cheap. So remember that. All right. the best product and the first product is not always going to be around forever. Something very different come along. It might be the worst product. Anyway, so let's move on. And this was back in December. Now, this is worth mentioning, right? There was a dilution here. Archer Aviation dives after doubling shares available for issuance. All right? Now then, what happened there was the stock was diluted to raise money for the company to be able to invest and put into the company. So that ultimately dilutes all of the investors. They all lose when that happens. But of course, you can argue we're raising money to build the business out. Virgin Galactic have been doing it, but everyone gets stuffed over. You might want to wait until they've stopped diluting, which then gets back to what I said. Sometimes it's better to pay $20 for the stock, even though it's only $9.57. Now they've got real money and real business. Speculating is great. Gambling is never good, but you can win, but most won't. It's worth noting. And if everyone did believe in it, they'd stop selling it and trading it, and they're not. So just bear that in mind. Anyway, let's now look at the numbers as we've gone through all this so far, and let's start wrapping up our analysis. Please tap the like button. Consider subscribing. If you watch to the end, we'll produce. You'll be led to Sensei's technical analysis from a trading point of view, if that's what you want to do, and then you'll be led to the technology of the stock, which will be our first ever video from Vaz, and it'll be members only. So you might want to be a member to see that, because it will be a screen test, not available to everybody until he's passed his screen test. Poor old Vaz. Anyway, there you go. Now then, intrinsic value. No intrinsic value. Why? Doesn't make any money. There's not enough information. There's not enough data. Very difficult to ascertain what the value of this company is. Well, that straight away tells me I can't buy it. Otherwise, I'm guessing. I'm speculating. And I can make money standing on my head without any risk at all. All I got to do is buy and hold the S&P, and I'm making loads of money. Why am I going to risk it? Millionaires, billionaires won't risk it. They'll just keep making money, and they'll wait until they know. And when they know and they have the information, they move. And when they move big. Why? Because they've made money. They can afford to go big. Just the same way as when Coca-Cola was down, Warren Buffett bought half the company. It's the same situation. Right, okay, look at this. This is where you have to be concerned. Revenue, 0. Doesn't make any money. We got expectations, but they're only expectations. We don't know anything yet. It's all expectations. Operating income, down 18%. Net income, down 17%. Are we going to improve? We don't know. Free cash flow, going down 9%. They're spending money. Well, of course they are. They're innovating, down 10%. Operating cash flow, EPS, earnings per share, up 2%. Move on down. Assets. Can we buy the company even as a speculator? 651, 500 million in cash. Now, 501 million. Nearly all of their assets is cash. Look at that. Now, I don't like a cash over cash rich business. You might go, well, that's great. They've got loads of cash. I can buy that. No, not necessarily. A business that has assets that return a profit, like product or services, then yes, it makes money. However, a pile of cash is great, means you're not going to go bust. However, it doesn't actually make any money. Cash is just interest in the bank. If you're not doing anything with the cash, you're just sticking it in the bank, not doing anything. If you're spending it on the business and you have assets that make money, equipment, whatever, research, whatever it might be, then that's great. Like I said to you before, if I set up a business and I had no sales, I had nothing going on, but I had $10 in the bank and I had no debts, you'd go, what a great business. You got a perfect balance sheet. Well, yeah, I'm not going to go bust, am I? I don't do anything. I don't spend any money. So I like a business to have some money. It means it can do something, but it's not doing it. It's not really any point. Liabilities. What's the debt position? Long-term debt, 64 million. That's okay. That's okay. They've got a good balance sheet then, right? Long-term debt, 34%. It's not great, but it's okay. 34% is of their liabilities is in debt. So again, a new business spends money innovating. It's bound to have some debt, right? Now they've got enough cash to pay it off. Of course, they've got 501 million. They can pay their debt off, which means they're cash positive. That's good. They're not going to go bust. You can buy it knowing it's funded well. It's got some funding. That's what it means. The balance sheet is great, but doesn't make any money. 0, 0, 0. Everything 0. No point really going through all of these. There's nothing to say, right? Profitability, as you expect, 23%. Not as bad as it could be. They are improving. Could be a lot worse. 23% isn't awful. What about solvency? Well, like I said, not going to go bankrupt. But I do care about it going bankrupt, but I more care, will it make any money? Well, we don't know that yet. Wall Street targets, 52% downside, worst case scenario. What's the worst case scenario? Some of their tests fail, or perhaps interest rates stay up higher for longer, or even go up. That's a worst case scenario. Do we see them crashing? Well, we hope not. Do we see rates going up? I don't think so. I'm pretty confident of that. But rates up for longer, definitely. We could move towards this. 14% upside on average. That's where we are, between here and here. I can earn that on the S&P without the risk. You see where I'm going? However, you could go, sod that, I'm up for this. This would be lots of rate cuts. That isn't going to happen. And everybody, for some reason, jumping all over this. I don't know. Can't see any path to that right now. Can you? Maybe you can, and you think it's worth it. I would say we're somewhere between here and here. So to me, it's obvious. As an investor, I would say it's one to watch. I agree with JP Morgan. There's a reason why they're multi-billionaires at JP Morgan. They know exactly what they're talking about, and I agree with them. JP Morgan is right. Wait and see. It's all got a bit carried away. We shall see, and would rather pay more for it, knowing it's going to be successful, than to guess. There is my review for Archer Aviation. You might like to now look at the technical chart with Sensei. He'll do a technical chart to follow up this. So I'll put the link above my head down below in the description, also pinned to the comments. And you might also like to look at the technology in a bit of a deeper way with Vaz, who's very passionate about EVTOLs, and he'd like to share you his thoughts. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Sensei's video. Now, when this comes out, it might not be there because I'm the first to do this, right? I'm going to get this out so it's timely. However, there might not be anything here just yet, but it will come in time. And when I say time, I mean a few days, not months, all right? A few days. So over here will be Sensei's technical chart on the subject. And down here, in members-only video, because he's in screen test at the moment, will be Vaz right there. He will have a video on his perspective on the stock. All right, there you go. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All righty. What do you think of that? Happy with that? Just reading your comment, Vaz. Right. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's clean up the screens. Texas Instruments. That's next. Hmm. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I might take a break because I've got 2 earnings to do tonight as well. But that's another one done. In fact, I could put this one out. I'll put it out. So if you want to get on with that, Vaz, get on with it. Get on with it. I'm going to put this out. I'm not going to wait around. So let me just tidy up my my chart. Bring everything back to the original. I got screens everywhere and I have to tidy everything up. What the hell have I done there? Let's close that. Okay. News. Trending news. This is interesting. Just got some news I want to share. Intuitive. Okay. Okay, let's finish up my latte. I fancy having a conversation. It's Sen's here. Don't think he's here, is he? I'm going to open the phone lines up. There you are. If you want to call in, the phone lines are open. We'll do a little Q&A if you like. Q&A time. martynlucas.com/live. There you go. Password is LucasAids 100 uppercase L uppercase A. I'll pin it to the top. If you want to call in, the phone lines are open. Oh, lovely. It's nice drinking a latte out of a latte mug. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for nothing. I've got to say that. This has just come out. I have got some news. There you go. Archer Aviation going down. You see what I mean? Anyway. Was I right or was I right? You decide. Rocket Labs. Right. Let's have a look. Good evening, the Peckman. Good evening, Martin. Same as DVD and Laserdisc. Exactly right. Green money. Did anyone here use mini discs? Oh, yes, I did. On stage, we used mini discs a lot. GameCube was running on those. Hi, Martin. What do you think will happen to the market tomorrow if Japan raises interest rates? If Japan raises interest rates, the market will trim off because people will get shorted out. It will be the second part of the carry trade to get ready to buy some more. I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to guess. I'm just ready to buy more if it goes down. I swear, anytime Martin says Vaz, YouTube throws me an ad. Beautiful. I have been away too many times on line calls. Alex, for you covering earnings for so many companies. Thank you. You're very thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do is we're going to change things. Are you ready? Let's see what we shall see. RKLB. Alrighty. We're going to do a little fun thing here. We're going to blow up the channel. You watch. You watch me do it. What's he going to do? Yeah, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? Soon find out. I'm changing the name of the video, or the live stream rather. I can't wait to do that live, learning some songs. I've got so many songs going around in my head. It's giving me a headache. Need to get them out. Need to do them. Can't just keep laring them to myself. La, 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 la. It's driving me up the wall. Right. Save as. Here we go. Fire. Oh, hello. What was that?
Andrew Michael has become a member.
Hello, hello, Andrew Michael. Thank you very much indeed. I'll give you your perks and benefits in a minute. I'm going to have to stop membership soon. Got over 800. Got too many members. We have to have a cap on it. You can't be a member now. We got too many. Oh, he's celebrating. Andrew Michael, 6 months. Yeah, I'm gonna ban members soon. We got too many members. Right, okay. I'm going to change the name of this show. There we go. You're going to like this. Not a lot. RKLB stock. Rocket Lab. Firefly. So, let me put that there. Let me add this information. Let's go back to here. We're about to change the name of the show. And then nobody wants to call in. Nobody wants to call in. All right, then. I'll close the phone line down. There you go. I've closed it down. Whoops. I'm changing the name of the show. You're going to love it. Going to change it in just a few moments. This is exciting. I like all of this stuff. I'm just creating an update in the stream. Okay, there we go. Let me change the profile. Change. And we're going to call it live. Unbelievable. RKLB. RKLB. Oh, come on. Don't mess me about. Sometimes my computer goes slow and it shouldn't. There you go. Done. Now I just need to put in the tags, RKLB. I'm about to save it and go change the title of the video, and you watch. You'll get a lot more people will come in. You watch. You watch, you watch, you watch. It's a good story. I like it. I get excited about these stories. Save. There you go. All right. All right, all right, all right. I think I'll just mention it as well on my social. I think I'll just put it out there. Has it updated? Yes, it has. Right, I've only got about maybe 2 minutes to do this before people come in and wonder what I'm doing. So let's keep an eye. What's the numbers? We're at 59 people now. See if it changes. You ready? I've got to be really quick because people will come in and wonder what I'm doing. So I've got to be quick. RKLB. Live now. Whoops. Live now on YouTube. Give it the... Let's see what happens. We're at 55 people. Let's see if it starts to go up. And RKLB, Rocket Lab, Martyn Lucas Investor I'll just show you what I'm doing. No, I'll keep it on that screen in case people come in. They won't know what's going on. Okay. Rocket Lab. Okay, put that out. 57. Let's see if it moves. And then I'll bring you this news. Rocket Lab. There you go. There's a few people who are interested on Rocket Lab, on at least on X. Not so much on Blue Sky, I'm afraid. There is on X. I don't know why. All right. See it going up, look. Welcome, everybody. If you're just tuning in to our show, we're about to talk about some really exciting news for Rocket Lab. I'm just letting everyone know we're going to cover this now on my socials. I'll be right with you in a second. It's exciting. Is this a buy, hold, whoops, daisy, or sell for you? Let me go. Let's do a poll here. We're going to cover the news in a moment. I can see the numbers going up. Hold, sell, or undecided. Let's have a look. If you just tuned in, welcome to you. There we go. Put that on Facebook as well. Is there any Rocket Lab authorities there? Let's have a look. Rocket Lab. Welcome, everybody, if you've just come in. And we've got some exciting news to share with you just out on Rocket Lab. I'll be bringing it to you in a moment. I'm just letting everyone know on our socials what we're doing. And then I'll be right with you in about 1 minute from now. I've just about finished. We've just done a review on Archer Aviation. That'll go out as its own video as soon as I end this live broadcast. I'm just doing my socials as you tune in. And I've got lots of contacts on my social with these. So I want to share it out. Okay, we've shared it on Facebook. Let's put it on the group. There you go. And now we've got it on Instagram. We've got it on Threads. I'm not showing you on the screen as I normally do because as people come in, I want them to see Rocket Lab on the screen. Otherwise, it will confuse people. When the show was originally about stock reviews, which we've just done. Let's go back to community, put it in here. This is how we'll rank on YouTube. Is this a buy, hold, or sell for you? We're just doing a poll, which you'll see in a moment. Image poll. It's a buy. No one really coming in at the moment. Might take a little while. I thought it'd be quicker than that. Sell. Undecided. Let me add that. Okay. Just about to bring in the news now. I'll be no more than 30 seconds. Buy. Hold. Sell. And undecided. Post. Good. Let's do it. Let's do the news. We'll put this out as its own video as well. RKLB. And the time is... You've just tuned in, good afternoon. Just about to do a Rocket Lab piece. 1:49, 1:49. Okay, what have we got here then? Rocket Lab, Rocket Lab, Rocket Lab. KLB. All right. Okay, let's do it. Soundhound. Hi, anyone think Soundhound is a good buy at around 16? I need to do it to review it again. I think Classic Kana. You've seen Soundhound is $40 stock, but it's a trade stock now. That's correct. I agree with that. What's your thoughts on the company Strauss Workwear? Tom Loftus. I have to focus on the members, I'm afraid. If you want to become a member, then I can prioritize you, but I have to focus on the members. I'm sure you get that. What's up, guys? Chris Bristow. Remember Eric Bristow? Love it. Right. Okay, let's get straight into it. I thought there would have been a bigger audience for this, but never mind. It doesn't matter. Story is still good, so I'm going to cover it. Okay. Rocket Lab, breaking news. Very exciting times for Rocket Lab, but you have to be careful, though, because people get carried away with this stock. What do I mean by this? A few days ago, we saw it pump up. It's partly to do with Elon Musk and Donald Trump backing space and innovation. Donald Trump getting right behind Elon. Elon at the inauguration jumping up and down with excitement like he does. Talking about planting the flag of the United States on Mars. And right after that, Rocket Lab popped up and went berserk. Now, great. It's a good business. I often talk about the difference between a business and a product. It is potentially a good business, this one. It's way more profitable and way better run than Virgin Galactic, a completely different thing altogether anyway, but people do tie the two together. But very, very different. Rocket Lab did pop up. However, people say they're really passionate about it, say it's a great business, but of course they bought it. It went up like a crazy man, and then it sold straight back off again, up and down. It's what this stock keeps doing. So you say you're passionate about it, you say it's the greatest thing, but actually you just keep pumping and dumping it. So the reality is completely different. But if we look at it today, there is some news I want to share with you, really exciting, about Firefly. What's Firefly? Well, let's have a look at it. First of all, I want to show you the stock. It's got a good rating from Quant and Wall Street analysts. Valuation is C, however, down from B. Too expensive. Growth A-. It's been A- before. No issue with that. That's okay. Profitability, though, D. D-. I like to buy things that make money and are profitable. A D-. It's not good. The price of it is insanely expensive. Momentum A+. That means it's getting a lot of movement. That just means people are getting excited. Just because they're getting excited and jumping up and down is not what gets me interested. Making money and balance sheets and customers get me excited. Revision, B up from C. So it's okay, but it's not a reason to buy. It's just a lot of noise at the moment. It's a great one. It's a great run business. I'm sure it's going to do well, but people are getting the wrong end of the stick. I've heard people say it's going to short squeeze. No, it's not. It's got 10.67 of short interest, nowhere near what it needs, nowhere near volume either. So there's no short squeeze on the cards, but Pete doesn't stop YouTubers from telling you you're going to get rich in 5 minutes. What I do like, though, is this here. Rocket Lab provides support for Firefly Aerospace's moon mission. This is nice. Let's have a look at this. Rocket Lab, this is just out, by the way. This has only been out a few minutes. Rocket Lab continued its busy start to the year with a couple of new projects. Notably, Rocket Lab is on its way to the moon as it provides support for the launch of Firefly Aerospace's Blue Ghost mission. The company supplied high-efficiency photovoltaic assemblies for the lander, offering 400 watts of power over 1,470 operational hours. Rocket Lab will assist Firefly during the mission's cruise and landing phases. Meanwhile, Black Sky Technology, BSK, has shipped its first Gen 3 satellites to Rocket Lab for a February launch from New Zealand. The Gen 3 constellation will provide high resolution. Rocket Lab aims to exceed its 2024 record of 16 launches across Electron and HASTE platforms in the coming year. Upcoming missions including deploying Kinesis Internet of Things satellite constellation, launching wildfire monitoring satellites for Aura Tech, and conducting responsive space missions for the US Space Force. Looking further ahead, Rocket Lab plans to debut its reusable medium lift rocket, Neutron, by mid-2025, expanding its capabilities for larger payloads and satellite constellations. Looking good. All of this is good. However, it's not really yet making much money, and this is the concern. Everybody keeps buying it and then dumping it. At the end of the day, we're here to try to bring you information to can make you consistently win. I consistently win. 19 trades, 19 wins. I don't lose money. My portfolio is breaking all-time records all the time. There you go. I'm up to 151.6. Started with 5,000. No options, no shorts. So we're here to help people, give you the real news. I'm only in the S&P 500. I don't pump and dump stock. I only own the S&P. I like Rocket Lab. I think it's a very well-run business. I think it's got huge potential. But the people that say it's amazing are the same ones 5 minutes later dump it all. So I'm just saying no one's really owning the stock at the moment. They're just trading it. So be very careful. Good news. A lot of good stuff coming with Rocket Lab. But as yet, it's not really an investment at all. It's just a trading stock at the moment. Now, down here, you will see that I think it is February. There it is, February the 25th. Earnings. It could be the first time the company actually is profitable if it beats expectations by some. It could do that. Be interesting to see. So if any one of my members, you have to be a member, does a $5 minimum super chat, I will cover the earnings. I'll get a lot more attention on the stock. We often rank number one for most of the stocks that we cover because it's true and honest, and people are now realizing that this is what this channel is about. Then we'll cover the earnings if we get a request. You can do a super chat or a super thanks. Super thanks is when you reply to a video with like a super chat if you like. If I see that, I will cover the earnings. It is members only, first come, first serve. I do 4 earnings a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. We have 2 different channels. That's how we can do it. And whoever requests it, or whatever they request, will come first. I wonder if anybody will request Rocket Labs. I apologize for getting my words out there. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I should put the playlist for Rocket Lab and something down here I think you'll find interesting. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Alrighty then, I'm going to take a break because we've got earnings coming up. We've got double earnings. Earnings after market close. Which one stocks can choose for earnings today? We've already fully booked again today. We're fully booked for tomorrow. You got to be ahead. Everyone's always fully booking. They're always fully booked out. You have to be a member. Unfortunately, you're not a member, Hien, so you can't request one anyway. You have to be a member. It's only a couple of bucks to be a member. There is the membership link if you wish to be a member. But tonight we are covering after hours Texas Instruments on the main channel, this channel, and Intuitive Surgical, I think it is. Intuitive Surgical, yes, on the extra channel. So I'm going to end the show right now, take a break, I'm going to put out EHang. I'm also going to put out Verizon and NextEra Energy and Archer Aviation and now Rocket Labs. So another 4 videos. Are you around for a call? Sensei, yes, I'll be in the studio. I'll be in the studio at about 7 o'clock tonight, another 5 hours yet. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So I'm certainly around for a call, Sensei. All right, great to hear from you. I'd love to know about your holiday. Right, what we're going to do now is keep you all together with me. I'm going to send you all to the extra channel, and then I can bring you back for the earnings tonight. I don't think there's going to be a closing bell show because I'm doing 2 earnings, so I'll just go live early for the earnings. Okay, that's how I'll do it. So let me send you all across now to the extra channel. Please do join me for that right now. There you go. Sensei is doing what? In fact, what is Sensei doing over there right now? No, it's me having a discussion. It's me having a discussion about XRP right now. I think that's what I'm doing. Yes. So let me give you the link to extra. Let me do that now. Extra live now. There you go. Extra live now. Please do join me. What we're doing now is we're playing restreams of previous conversations. These are just like a day or so or a couple of days ago, whatever, still relevant. You can see me here. This is me live in the studio. I'll be talking to Sensei in a moment on a private phone call. You won't hear me, but you'll see me on the phone. You'll be able to listen to this. I've got debates and conversations, and Sensei's doing charts and so on. The link's in the chat. It'll automatically take you there, or just click on the link. It's up to you. But please join me there. Keep everyone together. I can then also talk to you live over that restream and tell you what's going on. If there's any breaking news, you can alert me to it. And then I'll bring you all back tonight for the closing bell, which will be our earnings tonight. We're going to do 2 earnings tonight. Texas Instruments, Intuitive Surgical in the morning. We're doing, what are we doing? Verizon and NextEra Energy, all of which I'm going to get out on videos right now. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. We're going to be live like this 15 hours a day until all the earnings season is complete. We are here to support, help, educate, have fun, and build the best, most live network in the world. I'm never going to give up until that is the case. It already is the case, but we just don't have the millions of followers yet. But we will. By the summer, we'll have 100,000, and within 3 years, we'll have 1 million subscribers. No doubt about it. We're doing it. We're doing those numbers, and we're on target with that, and we've never slipped. In fact, we're gaining momentum all the time. All right. Talking of which, should we have a quick look at the subscribers? 60,892. Thank you very much indeed. All right. Okay, let's end this. Thank you very much indeed. See you back in a bit. Sensei, you can give me a call in a couple of minutes from now. Cheers. Bye-bye for everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. Join me now on Extra. Click on the link, pin to the top in the chat, or automatically. Join me there and I can keep in contact with you. And it also supports the family, the channel, and everything else. Bye-bye for now. Take care.